Today on Cutler's Court.
You have brought your long-term boyfriend to our court because you want him to put a ring on it. Tell me why that hasn't happened.
Can I say something before we start?
You have 30 seconds.
I did not come here to argue, fight, fuss. I want marriage. But if that's not what you want, I'm gone. It's no more playing for me.
Why do you want to get married?
I'm not doing nothing that's wifey material no more if I'm not a real wife. And that's what he wants.
We'll find out today, will she stay or will she go? This is Cutler's Court. Jade Billingsley is bringing her boyfriend of 6 years to court with an ultimatum. Set a wedding date or stop wasting her time. Don't ask her to do wifey things if she's not a wife. Jordan Perrilou claims he and his girlfriend were both against marriage when they got together, but now she's changed her mind. He says they already share a life, so why does he have to make her his wife?
Your Honor, this is case 1039, Billingsley versus Perrilou.
Thank you, sir. Good day, everyone.
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. Miss Billingsley.
Yes.
You have brought your long-term boyfriend to our court because you want him to put a ring on it.
Yes.
So when did you all meet?
So we met at the hotel. We worked together. Jordan, like me and him, we just literally connected. Like we were talking. He was like a friend. It wasn't nobody that I was like actually attracted to or anything like that because he was younger than me. So I was used to dating older men. I had a baby at the time and he was young. So months went by and we were like kicking it every day, talking every day, and my feelings grew. So he's coming over to my house every day. I let him meet my daughter. He invited us to his sister's party. So I'm just like, he's actually kind of cool.
But let me ask you, did you know that he liked you?
No.
Okay, so y'all were just
Like,
both
we were
on the
literally
friend
friends.
vibe.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
You all were vibing as friends. You
Yes.
realized, he's not so bad after
Yeah,
all.
and I was
Okay.
having other issues in my relationships at the time with the other men I was talking to, and I was telling him all about that. I was telling him like what I was going through with my daughter's dad and all the men I was dealing with, and he was literally there for me. Like he was nice. He was giving me stuff. Like he has a good heart. So I'm just like, I'm actually kind of feeling him. Time went on. We went to a Jay-Z concert, and we just made it official after that.
Jay-Z will do that for you.
Okay, we had it was a vibe. So later on, his house burned down.
Oh.
So I was already in the process of moving. So I'm just like, we might as well,
Move in together.
move in together.
So that's why you play kind of hard to get like,
It wasn't that. It's just that I genuinely had developed a friendship with her, so I just, I wanted to respect that. Just to add a few little key points to what she missed out on. It wasn't my house that burned down. It was like my office workspace. I'm an entrepreneur. I got a clothing line. We edit videos. We shoot music videos. So at the time, this was like my work hub. I lost everything. I lost all my merchandise. I lost everything. And I had to, at that point, figure out how to start over, how to bounce back from that.
Right.
She was there at the time. She was very supportive of me. I was kind of just like in limbo for a while. So she was like, hey, you can come over here, stay here, you feel me? Like, not stay here, you feel me? But while you figure it out, you have a place.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I went over there, and that's where our relationship developed.
So after you all moved in, who made the next move to get to that?
I ain't gonna lie, she was irresistible to me. Like, it was like I couldn't, because it's like I'm with my best friend, like I'm in a time of need, and like my best friend came through. And it's like, I know she got all this going on with whoever she got that going on with, but I feel like I could, I could fill that void for her because she's filling the void for me. You know what I'm saying? Like we connected on it, so.
So Ms. Billingsley, so he moves in with you, you all connect on that level. How many men were you involved with at this point where Mr. Perrilou moves in with you and you all start connecting like that?
Like when we actually moved in together, because it was one man, because I had went through his phone before we had moved in together.
Whose phone?
His, Jordan's.
Why'd you go through his phone?
Because he's very nonchalant. And
Is that a crime?
When you're trying to communicate, it is, yeah.
And so you felt like it must be something he's hiding from me?
Yes.
That was a huge,
Wait, hold on.
huge thing in our
I didn't
relationship.
say that I'm just saying, is that what she was feeling? I'm not saying that it was right or wrong, Mr. Cutler.
He's very nonchalant about in general or about?
Like, in general, but especially when I'm ready to talk about something or if I'm passionate about something, I'm trying to get him on board, he's just looking at me like a blank stare. And I'm just like, hello, can you hear me talking? Like, hello?
His nonchalance made you say, I'm gonna go through his phone. So you go through his phone, what do you find?
Whew. When I went through his phone, I was totally shocked. Like, I was mind blown. I was very hurt. And I'm gonna be honest with you all, this is my first time ever being hurt by a man. When I went through his phone, it threw me off because he was always present. He was always there. He was talking to so many different women. And I was hurt. Like, my pride was crushed.
And that's exactly what it was, Your Honor. It was literally just whatever she feels like she saw, we can talk about whatever it is. So she's seen some things that she was unclear on. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't respect you going through my phone. I don't do that. I've never did that in no relationship. None of my friends, none of my homegirls, none of that. But since we're here, I will give you what you're asking for. This person is this. This is nothing serious. That's what it is.
Okay, did that not happen?
That did not happen. I spoke to the other women because I went upstairs. I was like in a rage at this point because my daughter loves him. Like, he's such a fun, lovable guy.
Okay, wait, let me stop you. So you go through the phone, you find all these women. Are you finding just phone numbers, text messages? What are you
Not
finding?
work related at all. Like, literally, hey, are you outside? Okay, I'm 10 minutes away.
And it's like, we meeting up, we
Yeah,
hooking
and they're
up,
having sex.
and you know that they are actually, it says that they're not
She
a
don't have
hint.
no proof.
Wait a minute, wait.
She don't have
is
no
it
proof.
a hint, like, this is probably what it is, or is it, I need you to do X, Y, Z?
Or it was really good last night when you coming back over kind
None of
thing.
that. I promise. I promise.
I promise it wasn't
You weren't
that.
good?
Wasn't none of that.
Exactly.
Cutler. Stop it.
It wasn't none of that.
It was, hey, I'm outside. It's like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock. What you outside
I'm
for?
an entrepreneur.
They're sending pictures.
I sell
It's
clothes.
like these kind of pictures in his phone. So I'm just like,
What
oh, yeah.
size you wear?
How long had he been living with you when this took place?
Probably about 8 months.
Oh. Okay,
No, I'm not
that
living
wasn't.
with her. We're living together. Let's make that clear.
Woo!
I'm not living with her.
You can call it living together, living with you. Let me just say this. You living dangerously, mainly, if that's what's going on.
Up next,
Me and her, whenever we're on and off, I don't just go out and blatantly cheat on her. Whenever it's a situation where she's like, you know what, you go do you, I'm going to do me.
Well, Ms. Billingsley, I'm just gonna tell you, if you say, fine, you go do you and I'm gonna do me, he's gonna go do him and then do her. And see, that's not what you want. So don't tell him that because that's what he's gonna do.
You can't say, go do you, because that's exactly what he's gonna do.
So you go through his phone, what do you find?
He was talking to so many different women.
How long had he been living with you when this took place?
Probably about 8 months.
Oh. Okay,
No, I'm
that
not living
wasn't.
with her. We're living together. Make that clear.
Woo! Okay.
You can call it living together, living with you. Let me just say this. You living dangerously, mainly, if that's what's going on.
Once the cheating started happening, I kicked him out.
Okay, so let's get to the cheating.
This
So,
is the thing.
Now, hold on. I'm starting from the premise that, unfortunately, you all were in two different places.
Right.
She's here thinking that marriage G, and you are just kicking it with your friend with occasional benefits here and there.
Right. But
Okay.
obviously with intention that we would both grow in the direction that we planned on growing from at the beginning, if that makes sense.
It does
Okay,
make
wait.
sense. But while
was
you
the-
were anticipating all this growing, you still had these other women over there.
Kind of.
No, ain't no
Kinda,
kinda
yeah.
either.
See, this is what it is. Me and her, whenever we're on and off, I don't just go out and blatantly cheat on her. Whenever it's a situation where she's like, you know what, you go do you, I'm going to do me, da-da-da.
I'm
then
speaking out of hurt when he says that. I don't want him to actually go do him.
Ms. Billingsley, I'm just gonna tell you, if you say, you go do you, and I'm gonna do me, he's gonna go do him and then do her. And see, that's not what you want. So don't tell him that because that's what he's gonna do.
But I'm speaking out of hurt. So as a friend, you should know where I'm coming from.
Nope.
I'm just seeing your phone.
No, ma'am.
Why?
It came out your mouth. If you don't want him to do that, you need to find another way to tell him I'm hurt. And you know a great way to tell him you hurt? I'm hurt.
And I did.
I don't like this.
And then when he was nonchalant and looking at me like a blank stare, like he didn't do anything, that's when he had to go because I wasn't getting no reaction out of him.
I understand.
Right.
But you can't say, go do you, because that's exactly what he's gonna do.
To me, that's our biggest thing. That's the reason we're not taking the marriage step, because our communication. So I feel like 99% of the problems that we go through, they all come back to our communication. So she wants me to commit to her, she wants me to be married to her, but she's not committed to what we're doing together.
What is it that you think she needs to do that will show you you're ready for this commitment? Because you're like, we're committed to something, but what's the something?
Right, so my biggest thing is nobody's perfect. So only thing I want you to do is work on the things that I feel that are important.
What are those things?
So those things are like scheduling with the kids. Like, I'm very structured. I feel like, look, kids need to be doing this. When you get home, do this. After that, do this. Take a bath, get into bed. She's like, you're too structured. They need to have a little free time. They just got home. They don't need to be doing homework. And I'm like, maybe in a fantasy land, but the reality of it is we have 2 kids that need to understand the structure of life, because when they grow up, they're gonna need structure.
But I told him I'm at my cap of helping. I'm only doing girlfriend activities. I'm not doing wife activities. So
She wants to be a team player and she's okay with it, but right now you got her on the practice squad and she want to be in the starting lineup.
Right,
That's the
but
problem.
you're not
She wants to
doing
be
starting
QB1.
lineup things. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to be a business partner as a girlfriend.
Okay, all right, there it is. I was like, okay, it's something else going on. So when you say a business partner, are you saying he wants you to put up money?
Sometimes he have, but sometimes he's like, hey, can you do this on the computer? Can you do
my
like
marketing?
the numbers and stuff like that? All that's great, but I'm still hurt by you cheating. Like you haven't made up. He's like, you need to put your emotions to the side. Think logical. How can I think logical and you're still moving sneaky?
That's an understatement.
Yes.
A huge disconnect about the status of your relationship, about where your relationship is going, about when your relationship is going.
Exactly.
About your business relationship. You all are just missing on every level. Miscommunication, misconnecting, the whole 9 yards. And you all need some help. And one of the ways we're going to help you is to let you hear from one of our experts, Ms. Shandria Harris, who is a career and a marriage counselor, who's going to talk to you about all these multiple businesses you got going and how it affects your relationship with each other, because that is clearly a problem. So, Tashi, would you show Ms. Harris in, please?
Hi.
Up next,
2 ships passing in the night. One wants marriage, one doesn't.
He is all about business. And until he gets what he wants, I don't think marriage is his priority.
I'm getting a clear picture here. There is a huge disconnect. You all are just missing on every level, the whole 9 yards. And one of the ways we're going to help you is to let you hear from one of our experts, who is a career and a marriage counselor, who's going to talk to you about all these multiple businesses you got going and how it affects your relationship with each other, because that is clearly a problem. Our litigants need some help from you. You've been listening to them about their various businesses and you've read their court papers. First of all, tell us your credentials and experience.
Yes, so I'm Shandria Harris, a global executive coach. I've been in business for about 7 years. My firm is Cutlers, and where we support C-suite leaders with people development.
So we've got a situation here where Mr. Perrilou primarily has a number of businesses he's trying to start. He says on behalf of him and Ms. Billingsley, but their multiple businesses are really impacting their relationship, among other things. What can you share with them to help them maybe move past this point?
Yeah, so I had a chance to actually meet with a couple and do a session. And in our session, we were able to really lean into an assessment tool to really focus on their communication styles, their tendencies, and their patterns. And as you all know, life, career, marriage, all intertwine. Their styles are really, really different, where it would be such a struggle to be compatible. However, with self-awareness, you all can do a lot together. You have to really stretch outside of your own tendencies to understand each other.
There's also a disconnect about marriage. One of them is really thinking, okay, well, this is heading toward marriage. The other's like, no, we said we weren't really focusing on that. How do you address that? How do you reconcile that?
So I think they really have to level set on what they want right now and work towards that. So Jade, I know you're ready to get married and you all have been best friends for a very long time, so something is already there. I think you should just separate your business for a little bit, focus on your relationship as you all begin to submerge back together. Systems create success.
Ms. Harris, thank you so much.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck to you too.
Thank you.
With our experts' comments, you all's testimony, me and Judge Cutler need to deliberate, and we're going to come back with some thoughts for both of you.
Okay, cool.
Tasha, would you show our litigants out, please?
2 ships passing in the night. One wants marriage, one doesn't.
He is all about business, and until he gets what he wants, I don't think marriage is his priority.
Now, you say marriage is not his priority. Is Ms. Billingsley his priority?
I think there's something between them. They have a desire for each other.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's bring our litigants back in.
Can I say something before we start?
Okay, you have 30 seconds.
Jordan, I just want to say I did not come here to argue. I truly love you. I don't want nobody else. I want marriage, but if that's not what you want, I'm gone. It's no more playing for me. Can I say something before we start?
You don't trust us?
I do. I just want to say something though.
Okay, you have 30 seconds.
Okay, Jordan, I did not come here to argue. I want to understand our issue, actually work on them together because I truly love you. I don't want nobody else. I want marriage, but if that's not what you want, I'm gone. It's no more playing for me.
Obviously, I love you. You hold a very special place in my heart, but I do not feel like that we can communicate about key issues to help us move to the next level. So if we cannot work on communication, we cannot get married.
So you're not ruling it out, you're just saying not right this minute.
I'm saying not until we can communicate. I'm tired of being the one to just let her do what she wants to because of her emotions.
I'm gonna tell you point blank, if you're tired of giving, then you're not ready for marriage. Because marriage is a give and a take.
It's more giving than taking.
It's more giving than taking.
Amen.
So if you're like, I'm tired of giving.
Well, then you done.
If he's not ready for that, then I'm done.
All right, well, I think you made Judge Dana's recommendation real easy.
If you are ready for the next level, the hardest thing is to realize we have to leave some things behind at these other levels to get to the next level. And sometimes we are so busy holding this door open, we can't look and see what other doors are being provided to us. And I'm not saying you got to close the door and just like,
That's what I'm saying
no, because you got a baby together, right?
What does that mean?
You got to
It
co-parent.
means you got to co-parent.
You got to co-parent.
Okay. If we can't communicate, how can we co-parent effectively?
You're going to have to figure it out.
I think some of the resentment and anger you feel that is impeding your ability to communicate about your child will dissipate when you move on romantically. Because you are mad at him.
From a romantic perspective.
From a romantic, but when you're like, okay, you know what, you're just another human being, then you can start to effectively communicate with that person.
But he's gonna have to wait until I heal.
And you have to effectively work on healing. This child deserves both of her parents. And this child needs to see how you can be effective even in a negative situation. And the thing is, you don't want the father of your child saying this and that about his mama and vice versa. The child needs to know you all are the best things in the world. Your child is looking to you for that to happen. And I know it's hard, and if it was easy, everybody would do it. But if you love your children and want to put them first, sometimes we have to do things that we don't like.
But I'm really ready to put me first. I'm ready to put me first because I've been putting everybody else first.
And that's
so
the problem.
Therefore,
when
I'm ready to heal, when we can effectively communicate, that's when we can co-parent.
She want to put her first and front the team, and that is the problem.
What team? There's no team. There's no team.
Ms. Billingsley, here's the thing. We've given you our advice. I hope this is a heat of the moment reaction that you have and that you will, in all things, put your children first. And so I'm going to leave it at that. That is the determination of this court, and court is adjourned.
I'm hurt. What happened today, I wasn't expecting, and I'm done. Like, if we're not gonna get married, I'm done. He's gonna have to wait for me to heal until we can co-parent like he wants to do, but he's gonna have to be on my time on that.
I ain't about to keep trying with somebody who feel like they just won't run the show and that they can't commit to a family and a team. Business goes on. Things would be a lot smoother without somebody half in, half out with me. So that's where we at with it.
Today on Cutler's Court.
What do you want to accomplish today?
I do want to know if he's cheating. If he's cheating, I'm sad for him.
But if he is cheating, you're saying he's unlucky because he's not going to get to keep you?
Right, because I believe in loyalty over love. And that means that you've been unloyal and it's time for you to move on.
You asked Mr. Spraggins, have you ever had sexual physical contact with any other woman since you started dating Ms. Sheep? What did the polygraph examination determine?
The polygraph results will determine if he's been cheating. This is Cutler's Court. Olivia Scheel says her boyfriend used to treat her like a queen, but now she's getting the cold shoulder. She suspects he's cheating with their clients and wants him to take a polygraph to get the truth. DeAndre Spraggan says his girlfriend acts more like his mother than his partner. He's here to prove his innocence and hopefully walk away together with a clean slate.
Your Honor, this is case number 1036, Scheel versus Spraggan.
Ms. Scheel, you brought this case because you have some concerns about your relationship and you want us to address it. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
Well, first of all, we met about 3 years ago. And when I first met Dre, he was amazing. His charisma was perfect. His work ethic was on 10. He opened up the doors for me. I never touched a bag. And then since lately, he's got the wandering eye disease, the hand-touching disease, the fix your panty line disease, the forget to open my door disease. Everything that you can think of that he used to be, he's not no more. I mean, even his work ethic has changed. He seems like he's tired all the time. He doesn't deliver like he used to. I used to never have to check and find out if we had files in the Google Drive. Now, 2 weeks pass and we still don't have files. So I need to find out what's really going on with him. And I kind of think he's cheating on me.
All right, wandering eye disease.
I didn't know there was such a thing, but okay.
All right.
Do you have it?
No, that's not true, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this. Would you say today it is like it was in the beginning?
No.
Okay, so there's been a change.
Yeah.
All right, tell me what it was like in the beginning.
In the beginning, she was fun. I mean, we did everything, and the best time of my life is had good times, partied. It was more about us. More now, it's just more so work. So
all
your work or her work?
her work.
Her work, okay.
Yeah, it's always her work.
Okay, what kind of work do you do?
First of all, he knows that I'm a hard worker. And so that's the problem with men, right? In the beginning,
Problem with men?
Yes.
All of us.
See what I'm talking about?
Every single man.
I'm just saying. You
Now,
know?
okay, tell me what the problem is with men.
In the beginning, they like how you are. They think that you're so amazing. We love that you're motivated. We love that you work hard. And then all of a sudden, once they get you, they want you to change and turn into something else. They want you to not be so motivated, to maybe stop wanting to go to work. I'm never gonna not want to go to work. I love to work. That's why most people like me. My life is based on work. I pick work over anything.
So what do?
I do radio. I do a magazine. I have a talk show, and we do photo shoots. We are out there in the community, and it's important. And that's why I liked him in the beginning, because when we first met, we met at an event where he was working.
But you said something. You pick work over everything. Does that mean you pick work over love?
Well,
Yes,
I'm
you
turned
do.
on by work. Sorry.
You turned on by work? Ooh,
Okay.
we need to get you out more. That's what that is. Okay, did you know she was turned on by work?
When I first met her, everything was cool. It was work, and we had our personal life. But then over time, she started getting more and more like demanding and bossy. I'm like, well, all this coming
started slacking.
Do you think you stopped working, or you're not working as hard, or you're not as into your work as you were before?
I think she feel like I'm not to her speed.
When we first started working together, it was about me. You know, he would make sure that I looked good before the cameras came on. And now he's spending time adjusting bras and checking panty lines. Before he would step back and be like, oh, you got to fix your bra. Now he's hands-on touching bras.
How do you know
I'm
this?
not touching it.
How you know this?
Because I would come like, why is it taking so long? We need to get on set. We need to do what we need to do. And I look in, and he's touching her bra or telling her to turn around or having extra long conversation. She should be in and out, right? She shouldn't be hanging out with him.
And so he's doing this in an area where you can see him. He's not doing it in secret, right?
It's not in secret, but...
You would have to agree. If he was really trying to do something on the QT, it would be on the QT. I mean, he's doing it in front of you, and he knows that you're not happy about it, right?
So then he should stop.
I'm not cheating, Yana. I just...
When we do work, we're supposed to have a group chat, and I'm supposed to be the one having those type of conversations. What are you talking? He isn't supposed to talk. I'm in charge.
Okay, so he's not allowed to secure any contracts or models or anything like that?
Yeah, but you have to send it to me, and then I'll make sure that if we want to do it, we do it. If I don't want to do it, then we don't do it.
Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Is that the way it rolls? Did you intend to say that?
Well, you know.
Or was that just like a Freudian slip?
That's what I'm saying. She just want to be my mom.
That was
I don't want to be his mom.
She was real clear about that.
In the court papers, Mr. Spraggins said that he feels like you're being his mom and not his partner. And when I hear you use language like, I decide, he doesn't know, that is very emasculating.
Well, if he would man up, then I wouldn't have to act like that.
Listen, I could be cleaning up the house, did my thing, she'd come right behind me and clean every spot that I cleaned. Come on, man.
Why is that?
Because he didn't do it right.
I like things to be the way that they're supposed to. Don't go out and buy a purple microwave when you know that the kitchen is teal.
Let me say that if you want to encourage him to do more things around the house, the best way to do that is to encourage him.
When you are in a relationship, part of this is compromise. It can't be your way all day, every day.
I'm so used to being able to do things the way that I do them. So me allowing him to be in my life and me allowing him to have me.
Is a relationship really what you want? Because it's not just an allowance on your part. The other person is allowing you to be in their life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do want to be in a relationship, but I just want to be in a good one that understands.
Well,
that.
what I hear is you want to be in a relationship that you totally dominate, control, and that's not a relationship.
Up next,
Ms. Shields, so what do you want to accomplish today?
I do want to know if he's cheating. That's really the goal. I need to know that for myself. If he's cheating, I'm sad for him, you know? And if he's not, then he's lucky.
But if he is cheating, you're saying he's unlucky because he's not going to get to keep you?
Right, because I believe in loyalty over love. And that means that you've been unloyal and it's time for you to move on. I'm in charge. If we want to do it, we do it. If I don't want to do it, then we don't do it.
Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I want to know, if we want to do it, we'll do it. If I don't want to do it, we won't do it. Did you hear her say that?
I see that.
Is that the way it rolls?
Is a relationship really what you want? Because when you are in a relationship, it can't be your way all day, every day.
Okay, I do want to just say this. It wasn't like I just became this way. He knew how I was. He's talked to other people. I mean, I do have a really strict and I have a strong personality. He was still okay with that. He was still gentle. He was still kind. He was still, passionate about me. And that's the reason why I even said yes to being able to be in a relationship with him, because he did accept me for the way that I was.
You didn't change. You've been you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, what changed? And I'm wondering if it's the cheating allegations that has made the shift. I think that the cheating allegations amplifies all the things that you didn't like.
So, Mr. Spraggins, you're not getting the attention that you really kind of wanted home. Miss Shield is not really being as loving as you would like her to be. Are you seeking that same attention from the people you photographed?
I mean, it could be that, because I get more attention and they're more understanding to me than she is.
Now, the question is, has it gone beyond that? Because that becomes a blurred line, a slippery slope, whatever metaphor you want to use. And then before you know it, I mean, you're in bad waters.
No.
Is that where you are?
No, that's
because
not
she's
where I'm
accusing you of cheating.
So we got the models, we've got the longer conversations. Are there any other allegations of cheating?
And then all of a sudden, the time with the family. I think that he says that he's going to babysit or so that he can get away, and then maybe he is. And if you hear what he says, that he has conversations, there's still those little underlining. So how are you having conversations with him?
Yeah.
When did you get their information? Because we have, like I said, we do everything in a group chat because I like to be transparent. I want everybody to know what's going on. And I love things in black and white.
Is that really the main allegation of cheating, is that these side conversations and the fact that he, and I think I saw in the paperwork, that he's babysitting for his sister, and you're like, okay, are you actually babysitting or are you actually hanging out with these other babes?
That, and of course, remember I told you about the wandering eye disease?
Yes.
And the situation.
Okay, and the
situation.
Or the lack of a situation. Right. That may be the better description. Okay, all right.
So one question, Mrs. Spraggins, are you disappearing for periods of time where you're unaccounted for when you're supposed to be babysitting, but you're not?
No, I'm helping my sister babysit the kids.
What does she say to you when you're like, I'm going to take care of my nieces and nephews?
She always say I'm lying, and if I am, why would you put them before me and all that?
So do you feel like he's putting his family before you?
Yes, because you have to understand, we will have plans. We'll have plans to do something or finally be able to spend some time just us together. And randomly she calls out the blue and asks us for a babysitter. And he says yes. How do you say yes to that when we have plans? We don't get, like you said, we don't get a lot of time. It is work, work, work. So when we get those times to be together, he should be able to tell her no.
Have you canceled plans that you all have made to hang out, to go babysit?
Yes, my
Why?
sister need help.
Sister is...
Hold
That's
on.
my
But
only
you
sister.
can't complain about we're not spending quality time together, and then you have quality time planned, and then you put it aside to go and babysit.
But every time I try to make quality time for us, she finds some type of work to do, or she is...
So y'all not, is this true?
Work could be fun, though.
Ms. Shields, so what do you want to accomplish today?
I want him to, one, man up, but I do want to know if he's cheating. That's really the goal. I need to know that for myself. If he's cheating, I'm sad for him. And if he's not, then he's lucky.
Because he gets to keep you.
But if he is cheating, you're saying he's unlucky because he's not going to get to keep you?
Right, because I believe in loyalty over love. And that means that you've been unloyal and it's time for you to move on.
Loyalty over love. Okay.
Write that down.
Yeah, I did.
Up next,
So at this time, we're going to call our polygraph expert. You asked Mrs. Spraggins, have you ever had sexual physical contact with any other woman since you started dating Miss Shields? What did the polygraph examination determine?
The polygraph examination determined
So Mrs. Spraggins, Miss Shield is not really being as loving as you would like her to be. Are you seeking that same attention from the people you photographed?
I mean, it could be that. They're more understanding to me than she is.
Has it gone beyond that?
No.
Is that where you are?
No, that's
Because
not where
she's
I'm at.
accusing you of cheating. So, Mrs. Spraggins, what do you hope to accomplish today?
I just want her to understand what I'm going through and stop making it just about her.
And in order to show that you are not cheating, you submitted to a polygraph examination. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, and we have those results. So at this time, we're going to call our polygraph expert, Mr. John Yarbrough, to come in and give us those results. Tashi, would you show our expert in, please? You administered a polygraph examination to Mr. Spraggins, is that correct?
that is correct.
You asked him a series of questions, and he gave you answers to those questions.
That's correct, sir.
All right. You asked Mr. Spraggins, have you ever had sexual physical contact with any other woman since you started dating Miss Shield? What was his response to that question?
His response was no.
What did the polygraph examination determine?
The polygraph examination determined there was deception.
That's a lie.
All right.
I knew it.
Mr. Yarbrough, the question asked about sexual contact. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Would you explain to Mr. Spraggins and Ms. Shield what sexual contact means in the context of your question?
Sexual contact, in the context of my question, is anything that would be considered of a sexual nature. Hugging, prolonged kissing, anything that would be physical contact beyond just a friendly gesture.
With whom have you had sexual contact since you started dating Miss Shield?
Nobody. That polygraph ain't accurate.
Well, let's go to the next question. You asked Mr. Spraggins, have you ever lied to cover up your whereabouts or activities while being in a relationship with Miss Shield? What was his response to that question?
His response to that question was no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph examination determined there was deception indicated.
This is your time to come clean. I mean, Miss Shield came here for some answers, and you came here to try to work on your relationship. The only way that's going to happen is if you come clean. Has there been at least one instance where you've told Miss Shield you were going to babysit and you,
You know people
either
are
went
watching.
somewhere else or you babysat and then went somewhere else.
I admit I kicked up some of the guys. or
So you
whatever.
have lied to her about your whereabouts.
Yeah, I had to get away. She nag all the time. I got to get
Okay, but in terms of your lying about your whereabouts, you have done that before with Ms. Shield, correct?
Yeah, it's not. She claimed cheating.
I didn't say anything about cheating. The question didn't say cheating. Let's take a look at the third question that you were asked. You asked Mrs. Spraggins, have you ever had sexual, physical contact with any of your clients? What was his response to that question?
His response was no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph determined that there was deception.
No occasions.
All right.
Now he's got the I forgot I did it disease.
Okay.
Well, Ms. Shield, you came here for answers. We've given them to you. 3 deceptions. He's like, no. And he's blaming the polygraph, which is not atypical. When people get the results that they don't want or the revelation of truth, they like, that's not true. You all are in this business together. What happens with the business?
Well, I just get another photographer. He loses. I'm the winner.
So you done.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give you all 2 quick pieces of advice. Ms. Shield, you come into a relationship with 2 people, you and the other person. Once you enter that relationship, there's a third person in that relationship. And that third person is the relationship. You got you, the other person, but you have the relationship. And from what I've heard you talk about today, you have focused primarily on you. You really haven't focused a lot on the relationship because you talked about work. And sometimes work takes away from the relationship. And you have to devote time to the relationship that's outside of work and is outside the other person. You have to do that together. Mrs. Spraggins, my advice to you is you need to look within and look where you may have made some mistakes. And if you continue your relationship with Ms. Shield to make sure you don't make those mistakes again.
She's staying with me.
I would say to both of you all that y'all probably ought to move on because you're not into him. I don't know that you were ever really into him. I think it was what you thought you could do with him. And there was a period of romance, but really it has been about you in this relationship. And that's okay. If both of you know it's about you and he's for that. But I'm not sure that he recognized it was all about you. If you find that person who wants to make it all about you and y'all happy about being about you, that's perfect. But I don't really think that's what he bargained for. And I think that that's why you all going your separate ways will probably be healthier for both of you. With that being said, that is the ruling of the court and the finding of the court. Court is adjourned.
About the results of the lie detector test, one, I'm hurt, but I knew it. I knew that he was cheating. You know, I'm happy that I was able to know for sure that it was, so that I could move on with my life. Moving forward, work-life balance for me. I did hear what the judge said. Maybe I can be a little softer. Maybe I can be a little better. The reconciliation with us will is slim to none. But maybe if he produces something amazing that turns me on again, maybe we could have it.
Today on Cutler's Court.
Your first love, you survive a crash together, you nurse him back to health and take care of him.
What's the problem now?
I have a little trust issues, and then his ex-girlfriend kept emailing me, texting me, calling me.
I have to share my location, so...
So is this something you have to do every time you leave the house?
Every time I leave the house, yes.
What if it turns out that he has been cheating and he fails a polygraph?
I would have to leave.
Everything is riding on this, Mr. Cutler.
The polygraph results will determine if he's been cheating. This is Cutler's Court. Angela Martinez cannot say I do to her fiancé until she's certain he's been faithful. She hopes the results of a polygraph test will lead her down the aisle and not out the door. Juan Rodriguez is frustrated that his fiancé will not leave the past in the past. He's here to prove his faithfulness and hopes the judges can help them rebuild their trust and save their relationship.
Your Honor, this is case 1089, Martinez versus Rodriguez.
Thank you, Tashi. Ms. Martinez, this is a rekindled relationship that started many years ago, but the rekindling has run into a little bit of a snag right now, and you're here to get some help on that. All right, tell us what's going on.
He was my first everything, first love, and I just want to make sure that he's ready for a committed relationship.
So you all have known each other for how long?
30 years? 30.
Since she was in middle school.
Oh, you have known each other since middle school?
Yes.
14.
Age 14.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
So
First love.
I messed up.
First love. And then you all were previously in a relationship, and then you broke up, right?
Yes.
And so now you recently rekindled that relationship?
Yes.
So how did you all get back together?
Well,
Facebook.
yes, I thought he was going through it, so thought I was just being a good friend, and we ended up talking and rekindling, so.
So had you been keeping up with him all that time?
Well, no, we would actually just kind of hit and miss.
Tell me when the first iteration of your relationship, tell me about that. When did you all start dating? How old you were?
Yes, I was 14. Basically, I met him. I would walk around with my girlfriends, and I saw him fixing cars. And then, basically, we got in a car accident. Years later.
Wait, 5 years, you all were dating during that time?
For 5 years.
And then you were in a car accident?
Yes.
Together?
Yes. He flipped the car. I think the police report said.
I flew out the car.
Car
rolled over me.
5 to 7 times. He flew out the sunroof.
I can't remember. I flew out though.
Sunroof or window? I know. I had my seatbelt on. I stayed in the car.
And you got thrown out of the car?
I got thrown out the car, yes.
Oh my Lord, you must have had some serious injuries.
Not really. I affected my head a little bit, but we was at a quinceañera, and I was drinking vodka and cranberry, and they ran out. Then we went to gin and juice. First time I drank that.
So you
I had souped up her car for a car show that
Wait.
Sunday.
Were you driving?
Yeah, I was driving.
He was supposed to be the designated driver, by the way. He was like, honey, you're always the
feeling good.
designated driver.
I mean,
Tonight, you
I didn't know I was
have a
drunk.
drink.
Okay, so you.
Yeah, I messed up.
Okay.
And I didn't notice he was drinking. I was with his family, the girls.
Yes.
And he was with the guys. So I'm not watching him drink. He said he's a designated driver.
Okay, so you. Oh wow.
Yeah, I get in the car and we get to my house and to my street and the music thumping. I said, hey, baby, when we get to the show, I'm gonna drive the car like this.
No. Let me show you what this car.
Yeah, what the car can do. And I stopped the car and I started first gear, second gear, third gear. She's like, baby, the stop sign. I'm like, ain't the stop sign like 115. I bought a house down. It's a curve. Been living there for years. Forgot about it. Tried to do the curve. The car went sideways. Dug into the sand. Started flipping. I got to as far as say, oh, and I flew out. Glass all over my head. And she kept with the car. The car landed like a half a block down the street on all fours. Yeah, all fours, yeah. And I looked like when you see the road, you know, the road runner fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
I was dug in the sand like that.
So you are.
I'm gone.
Luckily,
I'm gone.
you are lucky to be alive.
Blessed. I actually saw like a hand in outer space, and I'm sitting on it, and another hand went over it. Figuring that's when the car rolled over me. I hear her voice, and I wake up.
Wow.
Wake up. I'm like, yo, Angel. Yeah, I woke up. I got up. I walked away. I'm driving my car in the morning, shifting gears and everything.
So, Cutler, I want you to take a look at what a walking miracle looks like. That's what it looks like.
Definitely. So, were you injured in the accident?
I was. I had hit my head, and I was more concerned about him because I got out and I had to run to
where he was.
I didn't know if he was alive, and that was scary.
So I'm going to presume there's never been any more drinking and driving since then.
No drinking, but
no driving.
No, drinking at home now.
Okay,
all right. Very good.
Yeah, I drink at home. Yeah, I don't. Hey, the car is the kind that the seatbelt come on automatically, you know, from the 90s, and you had to put like the back. I didn't have the bottom thing on. The thing broke and I flew out. Now I put my seatbelt on. The first thing I do when I get in the car is put my seatbelt on. Make sure you got your seatbelt on. People in the back seat, put your seatbelt on. You know?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, so after this accident, you all were physically fine at some point, but what about your relationship?
Well, I took care of him because I was less hurt.
Yes, yeah.
For about 6 months. And then he went and had a lot of fun, I guess because of near-death experience, or maybe he hit his head too hard. He went out with with his friend to play pool.
Yeah.
I guess he dared,
Yeah,
you
he
can't
dared me for
dare
a
him
date.
to do stuff.
I took the
because
dare.
he is one of those that if you dare him, he has to do it.
Okay.
So what was he dared to do?
He was dared to, do you want to say it?
Yeah, sure. I was there to.
You were there.
Except the waitress, if I can take her out. She said, "Oh, that's too much for you." I said, "That's nothing."
Oh, that's funny,
I was a little cocky back
I
then.
thought
you
it
know?
was just to get her number.
Yeah, well, I ended up
Didn't
going
he?
on a date, and then it just snowballed into a relationship, and trying to juggle her, and then, yeah.
So from that point on, you just couldn't trust him.
I don't have trust.
Still don't.
Up next.
How do you feel about having to share your location everywhere you go with her tracking you?
I don't mind. I just don't want to come home and have to explain myself over and over again. It's like I'm guilty till I prove myself innocent.
He was my first everything, first love, and I just want to make sure that he's ready for a committed relationship.
When was that breakup? What year was that?
That was 2002.
No idea.
The end,
2002.
maybe?
Okay.
2002.
Yeah,
Give or
'cause
take.
Give or take.
So
It's
in between
14 and I'm 41 now when we got back together.
Okay, between 2002 and 2022, did you all have any contact?
She would
once in a
avoid
blue,
me.
I would avoid him. We would see each other here and there, and I'd be like,
She's at the clubs and
oh yeah, he would
Oh, she
try,
over there,
and I'm like,
she gone.
no, because that hurt.
Oh yeah.
You know, it hurt me so.
Your first love, you survive a crash together, you nurse him back to health and take care of him,
I still do.
and he repays, you felt
She called me back
repaid you
from the
with
dead.
that.
Ms. Martinez, this is supposed to be a good story because you all are back together
Oh,
now.
yeah.
That was 20 years
Yes.
ago. Now you're here. What's the problem now?
Well, basically, I have a little trust issues, and then his ex-girlfriend decided to, I'll admit to it, his ex-girlfriend who we knew before
I can't even go to the corner store by myself.
Hold on,
lives
Miss Rodriguez.
and works down the street. Not only that, but she kept emailing me, texting me, calling me. So I'm sitting here.
What
I
is she
even-
saying to you?
She wants me back.
She wants him back. She wants to get closure. Mind you, I'm like, I have a big heart, I guess.
Closure
I'm
is-
like, okay, let's get closure. So I let him talk to her. Let her say what she has to say so we can move on with our life.
Ms. Martinez, you set up a phone call, correct?
Yes.
Were you present during the phone call?
Yes.
Always.
Okay, so you're talking to your ex.
Yes.
What did that conversation look like?
That looked like she just wants me to come back or whatever. She wants me and all this. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to be rude as possible. Let her know it ain't happening. She's over here, don't be rude, be nice. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm
Because
fine.
closure.
I did all that for her.
It's closure.
So after this phone call where they were supposed to be completely done,
Yes.
she has continued to text you, call you, and send you stuff.
Yes, until recently, finally, because I had to tell her, look, you need to love yourself. Because I asked him, do you not want to be with me? Because you can leave now.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be with me,
And what did she do?
let's end it now.
She
And-
started saying I have another girlfriend in another place.
Have you blocked this woman? I mean,
Oh,
she
yeah, I had to
because
block
I'm like,
her.
why are you still taking calls from
Oh,
her?
no, because I was like, I told her, I'm like, now it ends. It's gotten way,
Out of control.
So, Mr. Rodriguez, okay,
Yes.
clearly Ms. Martinez is concerned about this ex, and she's concerned about you and maybe past trust
Yes.
issues. How is this affecting your relationship?
It's affecting me pretty hard. I planned like a romantic night or something, and I got my hopes on doing this, and then she ends up looking at the Facebook and activity, yeah.
Show him. Show the evidence.
I got
Tasha, can you
evidence.
hand that to me?
She has to go through the phone, look activities, looking at locations, and yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at?
Oh, this is me. Okay, as soon as I leave the house, even if I'm with my chaperone, which is the kids.
Because I asked.
Hold on.
I have to share my location, so.
So is this something you have to do every time you leave the house?
Every time I leave the house, yes.
You have to share your location? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So this is why you were saying you can't even go down the street
I can't
to the
even
store.
go down the street. There's a Winn-Dixie, there's a little shopping center.
All right,
I gotta
so
go to Walmart way. I gotta go to another store way far.
How do you feel about having to share your location everywhere you go with her tracking you?
I don't mind sharing location. I don't mind none of that. We can video chat all day long. I don't mind. I just don't want to come home and have to explain myself over and over again. It's like I'm guilty till I prove myself innocent
And you
every
can
time.
never prove yourself innocent.
Yeah, it gets tiring.
Up next,
We have enlisted the help of polygraph expert John Yarbrough. I know you probably heard, but everything, their relationship, their family, all of that is riding on the results of this polygraph examination.
Mr. Rodriguez, clearly Ms. Martinez is concerned about this ex. How is this affecting your relationship?
I have to share my locations. I can't even go to the corner store by myself.
If you've been tracking him, everywhere he goes for the last year or so.
He tells me to come with him.
Of course.
Okay, so what
recently, because she would tell me stuff. How does she know if he wasn't doing it at first? And he wouldn't come home, and I wouldn't know where he was in the beginning of this time relationship.
But Ms. Martinez, I guess what I'm saying is, if you're tracking him everywhere he goes, he's sharing his location, you're with him a majority of the time.
Yes.
What else does he have to do?
But that's just recently.
That's just.
But the fact that he is willing to do that to try to put aside your mistrust,
Your Honor, can I tell you
doesn't
something?
that tell you something? He's about to explode. Hurry. Let me hurry up and go to him. But doesn't that tell you something if he's willing to do that?
It does, but maybe it's from all those years ago. The kids, I just can't. I need a stable.
Let me just say this, Ms. Martinez, and I've seen this over and over and over again. People who are so distrustful, even when they get the right results, even when they find out the truth, can't set their distrust aside. So you can't, I'm just saying, regardless of what happens here today, because we know that Mr. Rodriguez took a polygraph, you have to internally say, I am moving forward. It is exhausting. You're living half a life because you're putting all this energy that you could put into wonderful things for yourself and your relationship. In that energy, that negative energy is being put into this.
What if it turns out that he has been cheating and he fails the polygraph? How devastating is that going to be for you?
That just not for me, for the kids too. But I would have to leave, because when I teach the girls, it's okay, and the boys, yeah, you can do that to women, and that would break my heart. It won't be easy, because the first time wasn't easy. I tried to hold on as hard as I could.
Well, everything is riding on this, Mr. Cutler. So,
yes,
Mr. Rodriguez was given a polygraph examination. We have enlisted the help of polygraph expert John Yarbrough. Tashi, would you escort Mr. Yarbrough in?
Good day, Your Honors.
Good day. How are you, Mr. Yarbrough?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
We are good. I know you probably heard, but everything, their relationship, their family, all of that is riding on the results of this polygraph examination. Mr. Rodriguez was asked a series of questions. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. After reconciling with Ms. Martinez in 2022, have you had sexual contact with any of your ex-girlfriends? What did Mr. Rodriguez answer?
His answer was no.
What did the polygraph exam reveal?
The polygraph exam revealed no deception indicated. Thank you.
Mr. Rodriguez was asked, after reconciling with Ms. Martinez in 2022, have you had sexual contact with anyone else behind Ms. Martinez's back? What was his response?
His response was no.
What did the polygraph reveal?
The polygraph examination revealed no deception indicated.
Thank you.
All right.
Oof. It's hot in here.
Final question. After reconciling with Ms. Martinez in 2022, have you ever lied about your whereabouts or activities to cover up your infidelities? What was his response?
His response was no.
What did the polygraph reveal?
No deception indicated.
Go on, give it some love. I know you want to hug me.
Yeah, I gotta say, Mr. Rodriguez, you were looking very confident over there as those answers are being read. You were a fan and everything, but I could see your face. You knew what the answers were.
Yeah, I haven't done nothing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
But this mistrust. My first suggestion is don't ask for his phone anymore. In 30 days, stop doing his location. I know you can't go cold turkey. I'm not gonna ask you to go cold turkey. But in 30 days, no more location. Let him do him. He's a good guy, and he clearly loves you.
And it's difficult because human nature is we are the product of our past experiences. That's how we navigate life. That's how we keep ourselves safe. But at some point, you've got to trust people. You can't go through life not trusting people.
We're going to order you to visit with our counselor to get some additional advice on how to let go of who you've been and be the best person you can be tomorrow. It is the order of the court. Court is adjourned.
I am going to go to counseling because, like she said, I guess I can't do cold turkey, but I'm going to try.
Oh, I'm still gonna be sharing my location with her, absolutely, no matter what. I'm just gonna do it. It's just programmed in me.
I'm happy because I finally know the truth, that he's been a good boy.
Mwah.